Hey guys, this is me, I'm back on Shuri, and today I'm going to be shooting a real simple tutorial on how to make an easy paper Black Panther, female Black Panther action figure, or the new suit, the Black Panther suit that Shuri wears. So I'm going to use just one piece of black A4 paper to do this. So let's put the materials aside. Now we will start with the torso as always, and female torsos are pretty harder to make compared to the male ones, and I'm gonna use a different approach this time. So let's start with a cylindrical shape like this. Like that. So this will be our rib cage, and then we will, we will create one fold like this, so it looks like it's a coning downwards. Actually, let's do two of these kinds of folds on the front end. One right there, one right there. Like side by side, so we can actually give it like a sort of a breast aesthetic. Shrink it down a little bit. So this, I'm trying to create like a woman feature, sort of. I don't know if this is gonna work. So that's that. Now I'm gonna fold the top two parts on each other, like overlap them like that. And then let out these two pointy ends. So these these pretty much are meant to do the work of a breast. Because I'm too lazy to do the previous method I used for the She-Hulk, because that took me about like 30 minutes probably to just finish that action figure. So I'm gonna do something a bit more quicker this time. So there it is, our top half of the torso. Now let's move on to the waist of the body, which is pretty big as well for females. So I'm gonna use the same strip of paper, and then this time I'm gonna go with an actual conical shape like this, as you can see, and I'll make sure it fits in there perfectly. So I'm going to create a pretty conical shape, like heavily coned, and then push it inwards until there it is. So this is perfect. I'm going to use some tape and make sure it doesn't open up. And once we have this, you can simply cut off the unnecessary bits, and there you go. We have a female body with the curve. It's still not well curved. It should be a bit more curved around there because of the rib cage, but I think that'll have to do for now. I don't want to redo the whole thing. Okay, so let's move on to the legs next, because that would make a lot of sense. So the thighs are going to be more cylindrical pieces with a slight curved cone shape. That's what we do for like female bodies, lots of cones. First, let's pick a long piece like this. This will be our full leg itself, and if we fold it in half horizontally, we get two legs. So cut these off, and we have two legs. Let's use this one as our right leg. So the thighs are smaller compared to the lower part of the leg. So let's do this. There we go. So we have the thighs here. Now you just simply want to roll it on a piece of pencil or pen, And then that is approximately how big the female legs are supposed to be. And then slightly curve it on one end, like pull it out on one end to make it look like a cone, right, like that. Actually, that's a very bad cone. I'm going to redo this. So let's redo what we just did. First of all, gotta roll it, and then make it larger. A bit more, to maybe that much. Once we have one leg done, you can just use that as a reference point for the other leg. Actually, this is too small once again, alright? I need to redo this once more. So I'm gonna finish the legs up. The same thing goes for the ankles, the same conical shape, and I'll see when that's done. Alright, so I've finished the legs, and it's a bit on the longer end of things because it's a bit too slender and long, but I think that will do. It's just an action figure. And I went ahead and cut off for the arms as well. Here's the upper arm and the lower arms. So the upper arm is going to be a cylinder, pretty easy compared to the legs. Doesn't need to be a cone shape. Okay, how's that? That's too big. It's a pretty thin cylinder. Like that big. There's one upper arm, and let's do the next one. And similarly the lower arm, which I'm just going to eyeball it. I'm not going to use any measurements because the lower arm's pretty thin. Yep, about that big. And then create the joint using some tape like this. Elbow joint. Alright, just like that we have the legs, the hands ready. Now all that's left is to put this pointy thing attached, get this pointy thing attached to the arm. This is gonna require some precision, just a little bit. Okay, there's one arm. Same for the another one. Okay, so there it is. The body is pretty much done. All that's left is the head and the designing part. So I think I'll do the designing off camera, but let's do the head in front of you guys. So I want the head to be about this big. So let's cut off a cylinder that big in size. Actually, that's not perfect. Alright, so on one side of this, let's pick this side, I'll do the designs. And I don't have a reference in front of me, so I'm just going to guess how she looks. Let's see, she's got a sort of like that. Eyes. Okay, let's scratch that. Let's do it on the other side. Something like that. Maybe the nose. Alright, it looks something like this. Okay, so let's use this as our final piece. Now, I won't do much of a decoration job, but I will add like a little bit of a decoration on the chest part, just a tiny bit, using some yellow leafo. There's sort of like a Batman looking symbol in the middle, I think. Just like that. So let's stick it in there. Over on the other side too, the same thing. Okay, and finally the head. So we'll roll this on the pen. I would love to add some designs on the torso and the legs, but I've already put tape over it, so the white ink is not gonna work. Okay, so that's how the head turned out. Needs to be a bit bigger. So there it is. That's our head. Now it's got a massive forehead. That's because we're going to fold it and shape it into a Black Panther ears. Panther ears. Which I think are like this. Something like this. No, that's too wonky. I think maybe this. That looks like Batman though. Maybe inwards. Let's try inwards. Yeah, that's it. This is the correct combination. So that's our Black Panther head. Now all that's left is to attach it to our body using some tape. Maybe the head's too small compared to the body. I think that's correct. Yeah, the head's too small. But it's gonna have to do since we're almost done. So that's that. Let's add some tape on the front end as well. So that's my version of Shuri's Black Panther costume. Hope you guys like it, or at least you guys can use this as your own to create your own type of action figure. You don't necessarily have to follow every single one of my instructions. That's my action figure, my take on it. Thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you got some inspiration to do some paper crafts, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, comment me down below what should I do next in my next video, and share my videos. Thank you, bye bye.